better.
Kyle Busch is by far one of the most outspoken drivers in NASCAR and possibly even NASCAR history. No matter the race or the incident, Kyle Busch is always willing to speak his mind, and especially in races where he's gotten cheated out of or he feels he was wrongfully driven by other drivers, he will say it how it is. And nonetheless was Kyle Busch at 2021 Martinsville when him and Brad Keselowski made contact after the race. His post-race interview got him a fine and he had to be placed on sensitivity training immediately.
Well, he drills my ass coming out of 4 for no reason. I mean, where was he going? What was he going to do? Spin me out? He was trying to do a Harvick is what he was trying to do. For what? For second place? To do what? He wasn't going to transfer through with that? Just freaking retarded, man. So stupid. I don't understand these guys. I should beat the shit out of them right now is what I should do, but that doesn't do me any good either. And I've already had to pay enough fines in my lifetime. I'm sure I'll get another one.
Yeah, you see him come off at turn 2 right here, and I think that they make a little bit of contact right there. Kyle Larson trying to side draft, and then I think Busch is frustrated with that. Squeezes him down the racetrack, and then Larson spins out into the 8, and they both hit the fence. So I think Kyle Busch was frustrated with Larson. You see him way down the racetrack. Let's hear what he said.
I mean, he turned into me. Yeah, he routed you down. Total idiots.
Well, there's two sides to every story, but that's certainly the one side that we saw.
Yeah, you see that little contact. I think that ticked Kyle off right there, and then right there. Yeah, I think he just got frustrated and got them both wrecked.
When battling Kyle Larson at Gateway in 2024, Kyle Busch let his aggression get the best of him as he would bang doors with Larson down the front stretch as they made contact. He was so upset with Larson, he would squeeze him all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, which would ensue Kyle Larson losing control and talent of his race car, spinning up into Busch and ending Busch's day immediately. You would think by now that Kyle Busch would learn to not let his aggression get the best of him, but maybe one day he'll learn. Kyle Busch is never shy away from thinking of what is on his mind in a post-race interview. Most of the time, the best comments are from Busch after the race. He's always willing to say what's on his mind. He never really sugarcoats it. We're going to take a look at these next few clips. We're really going to show how upset Kyle Busch can be after races and how he's never afraid to say what's on his mind and how he really thinks of his competitors, NASCAR, or even rules. He's also never afraid to tell media personnel that they're being rude to him.
Rubber on top of rubber, the rubber buildup that was happening. I just got in the corner a little too hot and just got up into the fence a little bit. And then, I don't know, 2-3 laps later, it blew out.
And for these guys, it was actually a broken A-arm that had them in the evening from there.
My pit crew did absolutely nothing to help me out tonight. My truck drove up, and these splitters are absolutely horrendous. You can't pass in traffic. You can't race alongside anybody. You can't get within 5 truck lengths of no one. But somehow, some way, I was able to get back to the front. Had a blast.
What happened there with the 53 there late?
52, get it right. Don't know.
How did that impact your car?
Killed it.
What did you think? Were you happy that you were able to come back after the early damage?
Nope.
Or what happened there at the beginning of the race?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Here. How about the heat? What effect?
Felt great.
No fine out there the whole time?
Any thoughts that you're going to a place where you won last year at Richmond?
Nope, can't pass there.
You feel okay about your chances overall?
Don't care.
Does it help any at all that you have the bonus points coming in here, coming out of this race?
Just here so I don't get fined.
Do you feel like if you had been able to get the top 10,
I'm answering the dumbest questions over and over again. Am I good?
Austin could stretch it on fuel, and then, I mean, what does it mean, do you think, for Austin to get his first win?
I'm not surprised about anything. Congratulations.
Hamlin is good on the bottom, but that 18 is good on the top, and he blocks him. Oh, he put a block on him.
in the wall.
He put him in the wall. Oh, trouble. Car in the wall. 2 of them hard.
Wreck behind you. Wreck behind you.
This changes everything.
Somebody better keep me away from Denny Hamlin after this race. I had this race won. It was won. Harry, give it. Split him hard. Left gear, yellow is out. I screwed it. We're going to be posted for speeding, so I'll be back for 4 and fuel. I think they Yes, they did. Too fast entering. So we'll have to start tail end anyway.
And the Showman against Rowdy Busch for second. They bang, they touch. Busch second, Bowman third.
Sorry, man. I was trying to get that 88 stay lined up there at 22 to minute sit duck. I just don't understand how people can be so stupid. If you push me to go catch the dumb son of a, you have a shot to win. If you pass me, you eliminate your entire shot to win. You can't be that stupid. I don't know how to tell this to these guys, but it's not worth pushing me. Not that I can't handle it, it's just it doesn't go any faster. 17. Oh my, what a... Easy now. We got a little left rear rub there. We got a left front rub, we got a left rear rub, we got every rub because I got to beat the out of me for no damn reason. Take a chill pill for me. Take a chill pill. Got a race to win here. All that for absolutely nothing. Nothing. Get that bend rolling. Tight, I don't have any bend.
With 10 laps to go at Las Vegas in 2017, Kyle Busch was battling Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott and Joey Logano for third place. This battle actually was really entertaining to watch on the track. These drivers were going at it and swapping positions left and right. But when it came down to it, Kyle Busch was able to clear Larson and set sail onto Brad Keselowski and Martin Truex. Unfortunately for him, he was not able to get there. But Joey Logano was actually hunting Busch down, had a little bit of a faster car on Busch, and was ready to make the pass on Busch in the final lap. Ultimately, this would not come to happen as Busch would expect. Logano would get into Kyle Busch in the middle of turns 3 and 4 and spin him out for third place. This would infuriate Busch. Busch would walk down to Joey Logano after the race, throw a punch right in his face, and then the fight would break out immediately.
Dean here. He is the 12th different winner at Las Vegas.
What a wild finish here. It looked like Kyle Busch had at least 4th place spot secured.
18, I think I got a flat tire when he came down on me. Something I really lose. The heads up on 18. Pit road, heads up.
Kyle Busch and Joey Logano are in a fist fight. Kyle Busch walked over and threw a haymaker. Chaos down here on pit road. A big bloody gash on the forehead of Kyle Busch.
Got a bloody Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch is wearing out Jimmy Johnson's rear bumper. That's about the 3rd time that he's hit him.
Why don't you go down to 48? I wouldn't beat his fucking back bumper off if they would have fucking let me go about 40 fucking laps ago, asshole. Hey, let's just not fuck with him too much, man. Last thing we need to do is get fun. Stop flipping me off and just fucking drive your shit, you little bitch. Yeah, flip me off again, motherfucker. I'll dump your shit.
Kyle Busch, like we said, is never afraid to shy away from his feelings, even if it's behind the wheel of the race car. Kyle Busch will always key up on the radio and say what he thinks. And in 2010, it definitely cost Busch. Busch would be spun out at Texas in the middle of the race. Simple enough, right? Just put some new tires on and keep back going. But this is what Kyle Busch did not do. Kyle Busch went on the radio and screamed at NASCAR after he sped on pit road to beat the pace car out. Busch would be penalized, and he was letting NASCAR have it over the radio, saying a bunch of cuss words and telling them how he really felt. NASCAR overheard this and would penalize Kyle Busch 2 laps for unsportsmanlike conduct, the first penalty in its history.
In front of the pace car, so it looks like Kyle will stay on the lead lap.
I think they want us to give him a lap back, Dave. At 10-4, they're going to hold you 1 lap. They said we sped to keep from going a lap down. Bullshit! I went to my max of my lights on the exit. And okay, speed, maybe it was a mile an hour over, but it wasn't like it was 15 miles an hour over, like it was fucking obvious. They always get the last word, bud. We'll just give them their lap. We'll get the lucky down. Fuck you guys.
I guess that's a little hand signal given the NASCAR official.
Yeah, we will apologize for Kyle.
18 too fast. Actually, not the lap. He gave him the number 1 finger, too, after they got him sitting there, Billy. Hosting us now. You gotta come in, bud. You gotta come in.
That's Kyle Busch's radio. Remember the little gesture that we had to apologize for? It's going to cost him 2 more laps. NASCAR is going to pull him in.
said unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's freedom of speech. They're going against the constitutional rights of everybody. Al, stop, please! And we all work too hard for this. You're costing us. Bring it to pit road, park it for 2 laps.
So a bad break turned into a bad situation, and it's gone for worse.
They always get the last word.
That he would rather win this than any other race on tour. And oh, look at the contact. Kyle Busch gets bumped by the 66, and here he comes right back underneath him. But coming out of turn number 4, Denny Hamlin fulfills a dream.
Well, I mean, we had a struggling night all night. You know, we had to battle there at the end of the race. And Steven, I guess, got a better run off of turn 2, and instead of, you know, turning low to pass me, you know, he just hit me in the back end there and drove into turn 3, and he knew I was going to hit him, so he moved up the racetrack out of my way, and we got through there luckily, and we were able to come home 3rd or whatever we were. I don't even know, but you know, when you bump somebody on the straightaway, if you want to play boys games like that, you know, then it's every man for himself, and I don't care. I'll wreck as many cars as I need to. So to me, I'm not going for points. If he's going for points, it's going to hurt him a lot worse than it's going to hurt me.
You jumped out of your car and you went back and had words with him. What did you say?
I basically told him that you mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns, and then he wanted to grab my helmet, which is, you know, pretty childish again. But, you know, we'll see what happens here in the future, and if he wants to play those games, he's going to get hurt.
He leaned in the window after you guys came down pit road. What did he say to you?
I don't know what he was saying, but if I jerked him by the helmet and just rattled his cage a little bit to know him, just tell him that I wasn't happy with it. You know, he's just a little girl about it. You know, I don't know. I just think it's pretty bad, you know, when they call drivers introductions, everybody in the grandstands boos us. You know, it's always for a reason. It's sore loser. But anyway, good day for H.R. Holmes and John Bean. Thank you.
Ooh, close. Wide into turn 4. That moves Kyle Busch all the way up the racetrack. He has to catch it before he gets to the wall. And Hornaday catches the wall.
Caution's out, caution's out.
Caution is going to come out. Both drivers trying to get by. Looked like the 17 of Timothy Peters. They slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 33 into the wall. Championship contender Hornaday in the wall.
Well, Kyle Busch should be parked for this race and maybe the rest of the season for that.
Holy cow, I can't believe he did
Championship
that.
contender Ron Hornaday hard into the wall. Kyle Busch sends him in.
You all right?
You know, we saw him playing games like that at Martinsville, but we're running over 180 miles an hour here.
Window net down on the 33 of Hornaday.
The garage.
The two trucks were trying to get by the 17 of Timothy Peters.
I think it was a 0-7.
Oh, the 0-7, excuse me.
Pencil, that's what I was getting at.
That is unbelievable.
Yep. And that takes that 33 truck out of this championship hunt, I believe.
Hornaday coming in just 15 points back. Definitely in this championship hunt.
Go back to the
32 points on the lead of this championship in 4 races and have it all come to an end like that.
Just 1 year later at Texas Motor Speedway in 2011, Kyle Busch was racing the Truck Series race, and he was looking to pick up another win, as Ron Hornaday was looking to contend for his championship. And both of these would come to a crashing halt in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Busch and Hornaday would make contact in turns 1 and 2, and Busch would drive into Ron Hornaday under caution of all things, wrecking him extremely hard into the outside wall. Kyle Busch would immediately be parked by NASCAR for the rest of this race, and then he would be suspended for the Xfinity Series race and the Cup Series race just 2 days later. This was extremely uncalled for by Kyle Busch. During the 2024 All-Star race, Kyle Busch will let his temper get the best of him extremely early on. Yeah, like lap 2. Kyle Busch would intentionally crash Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the wall after being moved out of the way by Stenhouse 1 lap earlier. After the race, Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse would get into a fight in the garage area.
For Stenhouse, he's not going to be happy about that. Stenhouse going for more.
Yeah, he's been 3 wide already.
Cowboy up. It's time to go. $1 million on the line. There's not a lot of time, but Kyle Busch will pay you back, and here it comes.
Oh, boy.
Still sideways.
He's in the wall.
Fence. He's done.
Kapow.
Didn't like that. Fought back.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what the strategy was going to be, but it's a total team win, right? Because it takes a strategy like we talked about. Obviously, it takes a fast car. It takes the execution. Then he gave me a run for my money. His short run was so fast, and my long run was so great, so I just had to battle him off. And when there's $1 million on the line, I think all the rules go out the window of clean. So I knew that was coming. I was trying to maintain that clean air. If I lost a clean air, we wouldn't have won the race. So we maintained it all day, and man, feels good, feels great.
Congratulations, Joey Logano fired up, and we've got a fight going on right now between Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Those two crashed back at lap number 2. And now the pit crews are involved. The second replay we had showed that Stenhouse apparently did not contact Kyle Busch, who thought that Ricky ran him up and into the wall and then turned Stenhouse into the wall and out of the race.
Well, he did contact.
If the second place driver dumps, quote unquote, the leader, then black flag his ass. He doesn't get the win. You know, if he's on him from behind and moves him out of the way and there's no wreck, then fine. You know, he can win the race. But if you're up alongside the guy and you dump him, then I'd say black flag him and give the win to the third place guy.
Talk about eventful. Kyle Busch had an eventful 2019 race at Watkins Glen. So let's break it down for you. Busch would make contact entering turn number 1 extremely early on in the race with William Byron, the number 24 car. After this, Kyle Busch would go down the backstretch at full speed, sending William Byron into the bus stop at a high rate of speed. Byron would lose positions and almost damage his race car with going through the grass. Under caution, William Byron would go after Kyle Busch. He would full send it into Busch's rear end, but Kyle Busch would brake check him, damaging his car even worse. Hopefully, Byron would have learned his lesson from this, that you don't poke the bear, and the bear is Kyle Busch. But that wasn't the only incident he had on the day. Him and Bubba Wallace would make contact on the racetrack time and time again until Bubba Wallace had enough of it. Down the front stretch they go, side by side, banging doors, and Kyle Busch would be spun out by Bubba Wallace as the crowd would erupt in cheers. This day turned from horrible to even worse for Kyle Busch, as he would lose even more positions and create an enemy on the racetrack.
Interesting turn of events that have taken place to start this race.
Listen, when you come to a road course, you have issues with the same people, it seems, every time. Right here at the 18 of Kyle Busch, this seems harmless to me. He gets underneath the 24 of William Byron. I thought this was no harm, no foul. I don't think Kyle Busch likes it. A few laps later, he sends the 24. We saw him go through the grass. We weren't sure how he got there. He got sent by the 18.
Okay. I'd finish it off. Okay, go sit around. Go sit around. And if I see that 18 come back around here without you knocking the of him, we're going to have a problem.
That was checking out to his driver, so then you see the damage. How did he get the damage? After the green and white checker, you see the 18 slowing down. William Byron goes up and runs into the back of him to show him his displeasure. The problem is the damage is all to the 24.
And Steve, we've heard this before, the crew chief getting mad, telling the driver to react. Listen, I don't blame you for being mad, but you got to let the driver handle it. If not, you end up with situations like this. Now, who came out on the short end of the stick? William Byron has a car that's destroyed. You got to let the driver handle it the way he feels is best. If not, you can walk into a fight that you end up losing.
You've seen it all in nonstop, and the crowd here loved it when Bubba Wallace got behind the 18 and turned him.
Chaos everywhere around this 2.5 mile 7-turn road course, and it started with a 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. We know the pressure, and you see right here Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch beating and banging down the front stretch. A big shot by Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace says, I don't care, you're done. I'm sending you into turn 1. And listen, Bubba Wallace might have become a fan favorite with that move.
Yeah, a lot of contact here, and both drivers very aggressive on the front stretch, and then Bubba Wallace, after the 18 went by him, just decided, well, you're not gonna go any further around this turn. I'm gonna spin you.
Yeah, and this was the second accident in a cycle, if you can believe it.
Yeah, I mean, we remember where Bubba Wallace was turned around in the carousel. I think we know how that all started. Seems to be something going on with these drivers throughout the race.
The other incident you saw was the 48 of Jimmy Johnson got into the tire barrier.
Yeah, I was watching that, guys, as we were all watching it under nonstop.
If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, if you've liked this video, I'm pretty sure these videos will catch your eye also.